Hello, my foodie friends. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Kitsch Witch Tara. And yes, we're still in our little Skyrim village. Ah, so quaint, so adorable. So much dirt on the ground. Welcome to Skyrim. The recipes that we're doing are inspired by the game, and they're from this wonderful book, The Elder Scrolls Cookbook, the official cookbook, by Chelsea Monroe Cassell. We used this book, and I am loving it. As you can see, I have so many more recipes I want to do. But you know, little at a time, little at a time. This is the custard sauce. The other portion that you need from the previous fabulous recipe when we did the boiled cream tart. This is the cream portion. So let's get into it, shall we? 1.5 cups of whole milk. Now, if you are lactose intolerant, you can still use lactose-free milk. You're just going to want to make sure it's got a high milk tolerance to milk content to it. We actually used a lactose-free because it fit dietary needs of all those in participating, including our wonderful friend Danielle on her location. At her location, we weren't actually on Danielle. We were at her apartment. We should clarify. Yes. So 1.5 cups of whole milk, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. For those of you that are wondering about cornstarch, it is a great thickener, which is why it's in here in the custard sauce. 2 tablespoons of sugar and 2 eggs, plus a dash of almond extract. And again, for those that have heard this before, I'm sorry, I'm just going to repeat it. Almond extract is super, super strong. You don't need very much. It is a very strong extract. So, just the tiniest little dash, barely anything, and you'll get the flavoring you're desiring. It'll be great. All right, and metric fans, here we go. La 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 la. La 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 la. You're done. Yes, that was a bit operatic this time, just for funsies. All right, guys, let's hit that kitchen and start with this bake. All right, guys, so now we're doing the custard sauce. And again, this is a Skyrim-inspired Elder Scroll recipes. So let's do it. All right, so we're starting with our 1.5 cups of milk. And this is a lactose-free milk. Regular milk's fine if you're totally fine with that. Goat's milk's fine if you're into that. 2 teaspoons. Cornstarch.
Cornstarch?
Yes.
1, 2.
And again, we're on location at Danielle's doing some awesome cooking from the Elder Scroll recipe book.
2 tablespoons of sugar.
Yep. And remember, guys, 2 tablespoons, not teaspoons. Easy to get those mixed up.
Yeah, it is. My mama taught me about the B being there, and that's how you always tell the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then
We got eggs.
you know what's really cool? They told me about this.
Drop it to...
Yeah, apparently it actually will help you not have to, well, it makes a mess.
Except for the making a mess part.
I guess I could have done it on the plate.
So aside from making the mess, or if you need just egg whites, maybe don't try that one for egg white only options.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to wash my fingers real quick.
Yeah, and it's good. Always wash your fingers after messing with eggs anyway. Awesome idea.
We're going to put this over here. We're going to turn on medium heat, it said. Medium on this one.
Yeah, so
right here. And I have it on the small one because mine is fancy and can do both.
All right. So what you guys are probably wondering, you're like, wow, this is gonna be like totally flavorless. custard. No, it's not. It will have the almond added, but it's not till after the mixture has been heated up and the eggs are fully mixed in, fully incorporated, as it says in the recipe. Whoa. And again, we're using a recipe that's already been made by an awesome person, whose name is Chelsea Monroe Cassell.
I'm making a mess.
And we're making it because it's awesome. We're Skyrimming it up. Whoop, whoop. Alright, so once it's fully incorporated, we're going to be stirring occasionally. It's not incorporated yet.
The egg white is there.
You got some egg white. I saw a tiny bit of yolk still. So we're not quite to incorporation of ingredients yet. But once we do, we're still going to be stirring occasionally.
For 6 to 8 minutes until it sticks to the back of a spoon.
Yeah. Okay. So we are getting there. Not quite to the occasional stirring section yet. We're still working on incorporation, but it's getting closer. Alright guys, so it's now incorporated. That means all mixed up, everything. So what we're going to do is only occasionally stir for 6 to 8 minutes, as it says in the instructions. Still on the medium heat. Alright, still on
It's starting to look thicker.
Yeah, it's thickening up a little, but it's not quite there. Still doing the occasional stirring, making sure it doesn't stick. But you don't want to do it constantly, because that's going to just overwork it. So give it a break in between. We're going to test to see if it'll stick to the back of the spoon. So guys, the process changes super fast from going from liquidy to thickened custard. So
once it actually does it, takes forever to get there.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Alright, now we're going to turn off the heat, I think it was, and then put in a dash or so.
Yeah, just a dash. Not much.
Is that a dash?
That's probably a tad more than a dash, but that'll be fine.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
And then mix that, and oh yeah, you can spice it up.
Oh yeah, it's gonna.
It bubbled at me.
Smells so good.
Oh, it smells better now.
Oh yeah.
It smelled really good before, but now it's like
it smells even better.
This is gonna go so good inside of boiled cream treats. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yep. And so you guys know, as a reminder, this goes on the boiled cream treat.
It goes in a little pocket.
A little pocket of it. So I'm going to be, you probably already know this, but the other one was already posted, but I'm posting these two together, same day, so you guys have both recipes to work with. So we're removing it, we removed it from the heat, we're pouring it in this wonderful measuring cup, only because we're going to put it through a strainer. Danielle doesn't have a regular strainer, so she said we're using the ghetto style. We're putting it through a flour sieve, which has a straining apparatus at the bottom, and then we're going to put it in this jar to put into the fridge to cool for an hour. So we're pulling it down.
Closer to me.
There you go. So you can see the sieve at the bottom, the strainability. This is to get all the clumpies out. We want it as smooth as possible, which is why we're doing it this way. If you were to just like say, hey, I'm just going to have like some delicious custard, you could just leave it in a bowl, throw it in the fridge, let it cool, and munch it.
Oh, it does kind of go in. Huh. I guess maybe it is good that we had it like this, because...
Yeah, so she's getting all the big clumps out.
Sorry, language. My bad.
She said shoot.
Yeah,
please don't remove this video. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you, YouTube. So we're just kind of getting it all prepared. We'll pour the whole thing in and throw it in the fridge. It's going to go in the refrigerator for 1 hour before we use it. I know, see, you can see the lumps as it comes out. That is really common with custard. And the cool thing about this, the sifter, is that you can, like, as she's turning it, it's kind of helping some of the more liquid type kind of make it through the process. and super cool. So fun little hack if you guys want to try it and you have a sieve at home. Super neat. Alright guys, so we're going to finish this process, put it in the fridge for an hour, and we'll be back with the next part, because eventually we're going to mix these two together. The boiled cream treat and this custard, and it's going to be amazing.
So our custard, after it sat for quite a while, actually more than an hour, and I'm using a fresh spoon. I'm also going to be careful not to get this raw egg back in here. That way you can just eat this. Or put it on something else. So we're going to dollop some in there. If we have any left over. I don't know. I think we will though. Because this is a lot of custard. Being generous. You know, in the game, for some reason, the pastry itself is red. I'd like to know how they do that. Other than just, you know, gaming mechanics.
Maybe strawberry flavoring?
Maybe.
Or cherry?
It's not the custard part, though. The custard part is yellow, like it is in the picture. It's just the breading itself is... Yeah. You'll see when you play the game a little more. Say those boiled cream treats are looking pretty good. Ready to go in the oven. So we'll cook them for 15 to 18 minutes. We'll see you when they're out.
And on what temperature?
Oh, 350 degrees.
Make sure you preheat before you throw it in there.
Yeah.